Welcome to JerryDB's Endgame Feca Guide. I'm not the level cap because they raised it a little while ago. I love my Feca. It's pretty much for me. It's perfect for what I want it to do. So it is a lock tank. It can tank a hell of a lot of stuff, and it can do pretty awesome damage. It doesn't have the highest resists, doesn't have the highest lock, but I can't remember him dying. Don't know if he's died in months, so he can't be too bad if he hasn't been killed in months. Sometimes I don't even bother using shields just for lols. Anyway, let's have some fights. Okay, first I'm going to be going over the elemental spells. Okay, the dodgy positionings. Whee! Okay, drip. Okay, don't level drip. It got leveled because I use it so much. Okay, this Feca's going to have like 0 dodge. So if I use an armor on myself, you can use drip armor, which allows you to move once. And when I say once, I mean once. You can dodge roll anyone. You can put this on allies, which is awesome, especially if they're right against the boss. Apart from that, it's 1 AP, awful damage. I'll teach you about the glyph teleportation nonsense later. Okay, Steam. This is a spell in my build. Basically, you can throw a bunch of these up. However, they don't stack. So you can't just go like, yes, I've got two glyphs on me. I'm awesome. I'm not sure which one got triggered. Probably that one. I did it first. The only thing you gotta watch out for is, I believe your teammates have to sit in it at the end of your turn. So it can be a little bit problematic. It might be the start, I forget. Bubble I used to use. You can it gives range, which is pretty nice. And you can use it on yourself, which is quite interesting because it's no line of sight. It does pretty good damage, but I just gave up. Also, with my 12 AP, Steam times 4 does more damage than Crushing Wave times 3. Dun dun dun. Avalanche just massively sucks. Oh, I ain't got it in the spell bar, it sucks that bad. Crashing Wave Armor, this one's pretty awesome. Now, Crashing Wave Armor has 2 effects. The first effect is I put an armor on myself, which is the strongest water armor. And then what I can also do is put a barrier on the other person. So what happens is, when I attack, or sorry, if you put it on a monster, it takes off my attack. So see the little armor? That means my attack was reduced literally by 50. So it can be really nice to put on bosses, and it lasts 2 turns. So sometimes if a boss is just rampaging around the map, hitting everyone for too much, this can be a nice way to mitigate the damage. Or you can just throw it up on teammates. Let me have a look how much damage it reduces myself by. I'll just use air. 59, 82. Boom. Is that fit? Yeah, that was a good, what, 400-500? I weren't counting properly. Okay, so that's it for water. Okay, fire. Natural attack. Now, some people say that this is an absolute must. However, you can only use it 2 times per turn. It's got limited range. The damage is amazing, but Not for this build. Okay, Flaming Carpet. Flaming Carpet is awesome. Look at the range, and it's no line of sight. No line of sight with this kind of range, and you can use it at range of 1. Waha! So let me actually do damage. Bash him up. I think that's pretty awesome damage. That's pretty awesome damage for the little tank. It does have the whatever the thingy effect, but to be honest, I don't really use the old glyphs. The thing is, I just prefer direct damage. I think it does half the damage. Is it half the damage of a hit? Oh, okay, it's pretty good. Go on, let's get him killed. Waha! Okay, Volcano. I used to use Volcano as it can reduce the monster's resist by 75. The damage it does is okay. Let's have a look. 41. Yeah, 41's not too bad. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, so it's not bad damage, but nah, just got bored of that. Meteor is really nice because you can give people crits. See, let's look at 175. How many crits we give? 11 crits, which on certain classes like Saram, who's already got a lot of crits, that can be pretty amazing. Pretty beast range, but gave up. And then Fecatoprophes, whatever it's called, or as Whiskey Jacks likes to call it, Feca OP. This is pretty much what makes the this Feca actually deal damage. So okay, let's hit him from the front. Not too bad, almost 2k. Okay, let's get some backstab. Oh, backstab crit. Oh, get wrecked. See, with that spell there, Feca OP, the Feca can actually do more damage than my any. Which I think is quite an achievement for the Feca. And this spell's got good range, it's no line of sight. Obviously it's annoying it's got the minimum range, but its range is pretty awesome. This is what really gets the Feca, like, with this kind of fire spell, you can just wreck stuff. Earth spells. Feca Blade. To be honest, as far as I know, all the Earth spells have the same shield to AP ratio. I think, anyway. Let's have a look at 12. Okay, I think Feca Staff has probably got a slightly higher one. Maybe a 32 at 100. 32 at 100. 16. Yeah, so they're all pretty equal. So the shield doesn't really matter. Okay, I've had many arguments about this armor. Okay. Feca Blade's armor increases your resistance but lowers your damage. Your shields, the shields you put on yourself, work by having damage. So if you do the maths, you actually end up getting hit for more. However, if you know you're going to get hit and you just, I don't know. No, it just does. It don't work out. It doesn't work out very well, this one. So just skip it because it's such donkey dig. I used to use this spell because it's got a nice range. Alright guys, I'm not going to bother explaining all the secondary effects. I'm sure you can have some fun. figuring them all out. They're not too complicated. Feca Hammer. Some people are obsessed with this spell because it does do some pretty insane amounts of damage. But the thing is, it's linear, and lots of people are like, well, the tank's always close to the mobs. But I just never really liked it. Die. Okay, and defensive orb. This can apply something called Orb Armor. Not Orb Armor, Orb Armor. Orb Armor is absolutely amazing. And what you can do is you can stack damage for one turn. Now, in this little PvP fight, you're not going to be able to see the effect. But if we was going to do a boss fight, let's say the Hardcore Strambad, the boss has a stage where he's invincible for one turn when he's switching between phase 1 and phase 2. What you could do is stack a shit ton of damage, and then when he switches phases, he'll have his go, he'll be in phase 2, and then on the Feca's go, he'll get hit with all the stacked up damage, and you'll be able to wreck him. Absolutely wreck him. It's also great for just nuking mobs like, let's say Magmog. He has, when he gets less than 6,000, he'll nuke you. So you could get him to 6,100 and then stack this spell up. Because some bosses and monsters, if you hit them below a point, they trigger a mechanic. Well, this can skip the mechanic by giving them massive damage. So, this spell, let me quickly use it. Another reason, this spell's got pretty good range. You can't increase it. And it's diagonal. So it's just a really nice spell. You can use it at a range of 1. Okay, Feca Staff. Feca Staff has, I think, the highest AP to damage ratio on the entire game. So a single hit, watcha, it does more damage than defensive orb. However, it does cost you the 2 AP. So what you got to remember is this should usually be your first hit. So when you're going to start damaging something up in Earth, you really want to start with your biggest hit. However, remember, you're going to lose 2 MP. So if you think you can kill it, you kind of want to think, oh, will I need the 2 MP to hit something else? Okay, so what else can you do with... Let's do it there. Okay, they sort of nerfed up Feca Staff. Okay, okay, what I just did is I cast a glyph on the floor. I used Feca Staff, which is 1 use per turn. Then I'm going to use Teleportation Flux on myself. Okay, and then I'm going to use Drip Armor on myself. Waha! Okay, and then as you saw, the glyph teleported to me, and then cha-ching! 2 AP. What I think we need to do is I think we need to do that again a little bit faster. Okay, and the thing with that is I actually just got that AP instantly just then because it's the Feca's turn. However, when you it works the same when you do it to other people. Oh, look, all that AP. Time to go all out. Whoa! Okay, if I'm completely honest, I rarely ever bother doing this AP buffing stuff. Usually because I just run around the map using Feca OP and killing everything. That works usually more effective. Okay, specialities. Let's have a look. Okay, out of habit, I usually just level this to max. But as you can see, you might as well get it to 8. Which order do I level? Okay, I'll try to give you a rough order from memory. Okay, the first one, untouchable. So 20 block default and 8 per ally. So let's do some maths because I can't do it in my head. So 8 times 5 equals 40 block plus 20. So leveling this, you get 60 block. That is insane amount of block. 60. And block reduces damage by 30%. So that is insanely good. So always level that first. The thing is, I would say level reflection. However, you probably won't have the lock yet. So, what to level next? Okay, level the old Feca Master. Basically, I don't care about the control, I don't care about the damage, but this is the key one. For the start of your turn, you get AP. So, 12 AP, I get 120 lock. Let's have a look at my lock. Whoa, 522 Pro. So that's pretty awesome. So I'd level that. So 1, 2. I suppose you could get that to 15 or so. I'll talk about that one in a bit. Ironclad, 40 resist. Bit of a no-brainer. Oh, actually, and then I would probably level teleportation flux. You don't really have any map control apart from this spell, and I'll quickly teleport around the map because it's fun. Okay, so the key thing is, so that the any is in front of the Feca. So if I teleport here, the any is going to go there. So let's quickly do that again. Whee! So remember, the character's going to be in front. So as you can see, oh, and you have to be facing the target. If you turn away and use it just don't work. And it just does the mechanic. Waha! Obviously, each time you teleport is costing you some Wakfu. So to be honest, it's really your only Wakfu burner. So definitely level that because it just comes in so handy. Then I would maybe think about glyph or armor. Now, as I said, you might as well get it to 8. Some people go, oh, you don't need it non-line of sight, but I like it no line of sight because let's say if there was glyphs all over the place, I don't want to be honest, think about like, oh, I need to move or dodge roll to get my glyph back because I don't have my build doesn't have a lot of control, so I want the maximum amount of flexibility. Okay, what do I level next? And then I'd probably level stabilizing aura. This doesn't work 100% on monsters. This can stop monsters if they've got a teleporting spell, but what they could do is dodge roll you, then teleport. Which sometimes they do that, so that's cool. Okay, then I'd be getting leveling reflection. Okay, what I'd quickly show you is someone else's guide. Let's have a go. Okay, so this is Katrina's Feca guide. Now, you don't need to get reflection to max. What you need is to work out your lock. So depending on your lock, depends on what level you need. So let's have a quick look at my lock again. I have 552. So I really only need level 12 or 13. So I could actually de-level it because my lock has increased. But personally what I would do is I would work out you should be able to get 400 to 420 lock by level 120, to be honest. If you wear pure lock gear, because you might as well tank it up. So that's all you need for that, really. Okay, and then perfect armor. Perfect armor just shields someone from all damages, but the great thing is they keep getting hit. So let's say they had critical health, all the monsters will keep hitting them, and you just start laughing. You're like, oh, you're hitting the guy, he's invincible, invincible. Why are you wasting your time? Ah, too funny. Okay, and then, oh, you can use it. I think you can use it on the same person like every 3 turns. You can also use this in advance. For example, let's say an IOP is going to run into the middle of the mob and go mad. You could throw it on him, and then the panda could throw him in, or he could just run in, and then he's invincible for a whole turn. Or if you're just worried about someone dying. So that's awesome. Yeah, I said teleport. I've never really used this. I only really do player versus monster. From what I heard, it doesn't work 100% of the time. So I'll give up on that. Inversion. Inversion's awesome, but I would absolutely level this last. Basically, you lose some resist. Not that you really need resist because you're such a beast. Okay, let's have a look. How much I lose? 77 to 71. So I lost 6. And then I gained how much damage? 100% damage. So that's a pretty good trade. If you can do maths, which you probably can't, unfortunately, what you're best doing is putting this onto a damage dealer. There's no point buffing your damage by 100% when you could buff an actual damage dealer by 100%. And you get your calculator out, they're going to do more because they've got higher base damage, better crits, and they're not a lock tank. You could... Sometimes I use this on myself if there's no one else. Because the thing is, you can use it, you can turn it on and off every other turn. So, I could turn it on, do my damage, kill, like make sure I kill what I wanted to kill. Next turn, turn it off. Next turn, give it to someone else. As far as I know, I don't think you can really use it to do better tanking. Because yes, I gained 100% damage, which is effectively double shield, but you've lost 7% resistance, and the 7% kind of balances out. So you, as far as I know, you can't use it to do better tanking. You just can't. Okay, let's have a look. So that was pretty much it for support spells. Okay, gear and equipment. Alright, let's rage quit this fight. Okay, okay, first thing, I am tri-element. Let's get rid of the spells. Okay, I'll quickly... Wild Crown, yeah, no brainer. The reason I've been using those is I try on a level and they give 25 wisdom. Obviously I'm going to get something better. I'm not actually far off getting the fort, so I'll get those. Spressure, single target damage, because single target damage is what we want. Expiring gives lock and dodge and 3 elements. Believer Shushu. I can't honestly think of anything that could be more perfect, so get that runed up, beast. I might start using the dagger. I'm not sure yet. It basically, if I get a Lu Cloak, I'll get a shit ton of block. How much block have I got? 58. So in a fight, I think I'm 98 block. which is pretty awesome. Trial and Cape. There's only, I think there's only dual element range ammies, and I really like the old range ammy. You could tank it up and take a hit on the range if it was up to you if you want. Now this is, I'll quickly mention, so Belt Interest, Trial Element, it's not max rune yet, but it probably will be in a little while. Strandbrad Breastplate, this gives really good block. Berserk damage isn't that useful. To be honest, it's just for the block and resists and lock. Pretty awesome. Harry Boots, not the perfect relic, however, these are max runed. So as you can see, it gives me 60 lock from a pair of boots. Just use the old. You'll probably want to use the lock pet to start off with. He's dead as well. Okay, let's have a look at some. I haven't looked at the newest equipment which came out. However, here's some endgame stuff. Okay, so I think the simplest way to go is keep the Wild Crown, go Loot Cloak. Because 11 block is insane. I doubt I'll be able to get this ring for ages. Trial, awesome, 22 lock. I don't know if I'll be able to get half of this stuff, but yeah, it could be pretty good. This is only dual element. One thing I will mention, which I am trying to do, which I haven't really bothered, is try to make a super tanking set. But the trouble with the best tanking sets is they're usually only dual element. Just to warn you about going trial element, there isn't really any trial element tanking equipment, really at all. like let's take Belt Interest. Let's have a look. Oh look, it has lock because I put it on there. That's about it. Okay, that's trial element. That's trial element. Has that got lock? Okay, yeah, there's the odd piece here and there. Okay, what should I do now? Let's have some fun. Alright, characteristics. Think these ones aren't too complicated. My main isn't any, so I never take HP regen. But on a Feca it can be pretty amazing. Resist, HP for strength. Intelligence. Strength. Now, I did try a build with all these. However, because the Feca's shields rely on damage, your shields were so bad it just made no sense. It just didn't work. I got killed. I got absolutely massacred. Some people I've seen, well, a few people have used multi-log, but this build is mostly about tanking for bosses. Because to be honest, you don't need to tank anything else. Everything else is to be honest, for a Feca is a joke. He just doesn't need it. I was lazy and just went, okay, first I went all crits, because if you crit, your shields will be stronger and you'll do more damage. And then I just went all block. Now, when I get Loot Cloak and some other equipment, I'll probably be over on block. So what I might do, if I get Loot Cloak, wrong one. If I get Loot Cloak, I might get rid of the Troll GG shield and actually get Breath of Life for extra damage, because the more damage you get, the better shields you can make. Mohahaha. And then I went critical hit damage. Major, AP, MP, damage reduction. I think I'm probably going to go range next. I could obviously go final damage, but I think the range could be more handy. And to be honest, that I could then get a different Ami. Okay, let's fight some stuff. Let's fight some bad mobs. I don't think I've ever tried to solo those. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is this character actually has 3 lots of shields. So, stuff. This isn't probably ideal mob. I actually can do 3 lots of shields. So let's get surrounded. Okay, so to do earth shields, you just hit in earth. Okay, so I'm going to do all 3 shields. So I'm going to do crashing wave. Then I'm going to do steam. And then I'm going to do earth. Watcha! So these shields do stack. I can't remember the exact thing, but basically if you want to be a massive tanking bitch, you just stack them all up. And then each shield will keep working until it's gone. I think they can only reduce a maximum of like 50% anyway. Okay, as this one's a pain in the arse, I'm going to try and take him out. Look at that damage. Beast. Okay, so I've still got my water shields on at the moment. Oh, it's so funny. They're trying to take my range. This spell, I don't think you can take my range on it. Okay, as they think they're smart, I'm going to teleport around. Waha! Oh, look. That didn't work out very well for him, did it? I think I've lost all my shields, but I really don't care. Okay, I've still got 1 shield. I'm not getting hit for a lot. This Feca's beast. Sometimes, on Hardcore and Urado, I don't even use shields for about 5 turns. I just keep doing damage, speed the fight up. But yeah, he's blocking a lot of hits. Oh no, he's invisible. Have I pinned him in? Yeah, you go. Oh no, that invisible monster, that really killed me. I just couldn't work out where he is. Okay, I might as well use inversion just because to do a little bit of extra damage. Spam the spells! Crit, 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 crit. What's his fire resist? Yeah, I might as well just keep hitting him in earth. So as you see, the Feca's pretty good. I can't be bothered to do a dungeon and show you how beast his tanking is. But believe me, it's pretty beast. Especially if you use the 3 shields. It's just way overpowered. And he'll be in a party, so you have like full block and stuff. Okay, final exciting things is join my free TeamSpeak. I'd also like to thank Novali, Nova, who massively helped me picking all the spells. Because I don't know, I had some doubts about the old flaming carpet, but she convinced me that it's pretty awesome. And also I changed my mind about peace armor. I used to hate it. Now I think it's pretty awesome. So thanks for watching. There'll be a full written guide on the forums. So if you want more information, And more specifics, it'll be on the forum, so check the link in the description. Bye bye.